There we go. Live stream is live.
Alright, after switching audio inputs, let's try this again. Welcome to BattleTech. My name is Pestolents, and this is Tatsuya, the Mark of the Dragon. Alright, let's get ourselves a contract and go back into the breach. Now, for urban warfare, jump jets are a must, therefore, Highlanders they do rather well. Excuse me. Give Decoy my rather rare SLDF mech. Heat efficiency isn't all that great, but it's got a hell of a punch. It's a better punch than the Annihilator. Then again, the Annihilator can do that punch at all ranges. Yeah, we're going to keep the Annihilator in. Because this Annihilator is, wait for it, jump capable. It's, yeah, this Annihilator is insane. Should be playing like the girl from Ipanema or something like this. Do 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 do. So, oh, hello, Michael. good to see you back with us, Michael. I definitely like having extra viewers, and thank you for the like. If you're watching the live stream right now, you are going to be in for a treat because we have one of the northern urban maps. And we're going to be jumping all over the place to
Command
deliver
interface initiated.
the boom boom, as they say. Thank you, my son. My son just brought me my cell phone, which is very nice of him.
Tom.
Okay, so this appears to be just a simple kill mission. I don't know how elite his mech warrior is. Destroy the reinforcements, which are going to be attacking me from the back. Well, why don't we just jump over these buildings and attack them from the front? Annihilator runs straight to the wall to see what he can see.
I'm walking here.
Because he is the absolute thickest armor out of everybody here. He's basically a mobile siege tower. What we got over here? Alright. You do not have jump jets, so you have to run around. So you're going this way. Oh, wait a minute. You're going this way.
I'm rolling.
You do have jump jets, so you're gonna... two-turn your move.
Roger.
And you also are gonna two-turn your move.
Acknowledge.
Surprise Annihilator has jump jets.
Jumping.
Really
Orders?
have to find these guys. The surprise Annihilator has jump jets. Oh, wait a minute. This is supposed to be... Yeah, we're not gonna get any good intel from this jump, but we're gonna go for it anyway.
Got it.
Boy, the fog of war is strong with this one.
You got it.
Alright, let's try to get, oh wow, you're gonna be on the wall still. It's alright.
10-4.
That's what they get for telling me exactly where their enemies are. Good morning, my love.
Skipper. Acknowledged. I've got something. Moving to position.
Alright, we finally have eyes on the enemy. And we're just gonna run forward and try to give them bad.
On my way.
Engaging jump jet.
That catapult.
Damage minimal.
Catapult. A dragon. He's not jumping on top of any buildings. This is only a 3-mech lance. Well, the reinforcements, so. And a quick draw. Alright, we're gonna see if we can't maximize our damage against this catapult.
Standing by.
Quick.
Confirmed.
Go against catapult with precision strike. I'm gonna shoot at one of his legs because he doesn't need
Aye,
that
aye.
leg. So we are going to roll next to that leg and knock him down. Lay down. Now that that has happened, Decoy is going to come
Ready to
up
rock.
with his, his mech, which is only going to get 2 shots at him. No, he's going to get full salvo.
Copy that, Commander.
Decoy's going to take his full salvo and say, you no longer deserve to have a leg. Now, unsurprisingly,
That hit something good.
he did not take his leg off.
Yes, Commander. Yup.
This is going to be the other unsurprising
Roger that,
part.
Commander.
This guy has a 2-shot mortar. Which I can put over all 3 mechs in this lance, which will also more than likely take that building all the way down. So good to be the king.
Fire down range.
Boom. Enjoy your fall. See you next trip. Oh no, you snapped off your right torso and right arm. Oh man, that catapult's having a bad day.
I'm here.
And now the Annihilator trundles forward. Just to scare the crap out of everybody.
Acknowledge.
Let's jump the Annihilator forward just so they can go, oh my god. What have we done? I almost feel like letting this guy go. That's not gonna happen, but I almost feel like it. Ooh. Well, we're gonna split fire. Between the dragon and the catapult. The catapult only gets one of the UAC-5s.
Primitive.
Oh, head hit. Structure explodes. Center torso.
Hostile eliminated.
See what I mean about the catapult making
It's
mistakes?
on now.
Clearly, he does not know who he's messing with, although he should be able to witness the tonnage that is available.
I'm losing armor bad.
You know,
Orders?
Annihilator trundles forward.
Rolling.
What you got in that torso? LRMs, heat sinks, ammo. That's armor over here. That's a medium laser. That's unfortunately the center torso. Yep. Okay.
see how you like this. Do the math, Chief. One less target.
I mean, he just gets so much down. Well, you're about to lose your spotter, so I'll take that.
Orders? I got you.
Oh, this is... I'll watch this one from behind. Right about here, I think. Should be a good shot.
Scratch another target.
The owner of this building's like, how am I gonna get a 60-ton mech off the top of my roof? And the owner of that building is just gonna be like, you need to be glad that you still have a building. Well, I guarantee you there's damage. And in order to get absolutely anywhere in even a semi-timely manner, you have to, you know, run or charge that annihilator. Let's see here. Enemy forces over there. Ah, straight up the street.
Standing by.
We're gonna risk it. Let's go.
Onward. Order acknowledged.
Position confirmed.
I got you.
We bypassed their main force, took out the reinforcements, and are now bearing down on the quote-unquote elite mech warrior. 80-ton vehicle closing in.
Confirmed. What are your orders, Skipper?
Alright, we're gonna jump forward over here.
Lifting off.
We have eyes on a strike PPC carrier, and we're gonna try and put some damage down. Bam.
I got you.
All shots connect, but you know it's not gonna be enough. He must be a fanatic.
Yep.
Alright,
Affirmative.
we're gonna get eyes on target. No shots are gonna be traded. What he's got? Oh, he's got himself a stalker. Get out of here, stalker. No one likes you.
I'm your spaniel.
You really need to stop saying that.
Confirmed.
Surprise, annihilator. Let's go from behind. Over the shoulder shot. Aim two-shot. This is not an SLDF. Stalkers. It's still a good mech. Definitely would not mind having this mech in the collection.
Confirmed.
Primary target damage, Commander.
Waiting for orders.
I'm gonna run her over to the
All in air.
I'm gonna run her over to the ramp. Let her stick her head up and get shot out with the rest of the group. Ooh, they got themselves a cataphract. It's a decent war machine. Thin on armor, I think, but another PPC. These are snub-nosed PPCs. Standard barrel PPC.
I'm losing armor left and right.
Of course you are.
Confirmed.
That's right, though. They just shot their shots.
Lifting off.
Oh, Puppet Master. Let's let him find out why you have that name. I really don't like the strike PPC carriers. But this Battle Mech needs to go.
Locking on with all weapon systems.
Okay, now the elite mech warrior, quote unquote, is going to try to pick up what's left of his mech warriors, which is apparently mostly tanks.
Systems holding.
In an effort to try and help
Orders.
my buddy, I'm still going to advance onto the enemy.
Copy
But
that.
a mortar might have to get launched. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna launch this mortar over here. Just a bit outside.
Fire down range.
Still gonna launch it. Wish they would not take the camera. Well, it knocked down the cataphract. Took off an arm.
Ready for orders.
Or is that a
It will be done.
There you go. And we're gonna make bad things happen to their elite mech warrior. Oh, just so
This
much
just in.
DACA.
Critical hit.
Commander. Lifting off.
But he's missing a leg. having a bad day. He's having a real bad day. So we're gonna split fire with him. And him. Yep. Make it happen.
Copy that.
Boom. Structure exposed. Oh, vehicle destroyed. Look at that. Hitting that exposed shoulder. LRM-10. Critical hit.
That hit something good.
70-ton vehicle closing
Is that all you got?
in. You're gonna take 3 shots from the PVCs. Boom, boom.
Damage is minor, Commander.
Yep, damage is minor.
Confirmed.
Says. You're going to stalk forward into cover.
I'm there.
I don't know how much cover the blown up building will give it, but you know, it says it's cover, so I'll take it. Yeah, cataphract needs to go away. Goodbye, cataphract. I'm going to conserve ammunition though.
Affirmative.
Yeah, in case you're wondering, this mech has been designed to be both a heavy
Target
hitter
down.
and relatively heat neutral. I could make him hit a lot harder, but then he wouldn't be heat neutral anymore. Which is a big deal in this game, being able to just
Armor holding.
put the hurt down and just keep it going
I'm receiving you.
is a very big deal.
On my way.
The Annihilator decides that he doesn't like that triple PPC over here, so he's gonna make it go away.
Bon appetit.
Again, just so
Reporting one
much
less
data.
Yes, Commander.
You're gonna jump to the air with the greatest of ease, and then you're going over here because you're in that where you're going to do a call, or excuse me, precision strike on the cockpit of this mech.
Copy that.
Where you're
Hostile eliminated.
Now, there's only one more
Yep.
enemy. And I'm gonna sprint towards him.
10-4.
I'm out of order rounds, otherwise I'm gonna close down. Excuse me, I apparently have caught my
Orders?
son's cold, I guess. Alright, here we go.
Location confirmed.
You can see the enemy through this alleyway. You are a Gallant urban assault vehicle. You're going to go away.
Firing.
That's it. That's all there
Frag-
is. Thank you very much, McZombie Guts. I do appreciate the like or the comment.
Mission successful.
Mission successful. This just goes to show why you maintain your equipment. Nobody got their armor breached. Moving on. Probably gonna take that stalker part. Let's see here. Isn't that a 0 ton? No, it's 1 ton. Dang. No double heat sinks as per usual, but you always check. Plus 60 PPC. Man, there should be some snub nose PPCs wrapped up in there somewhere. Let me go down here. I'm going to take the stalker because we haven't had one yet in this playthrough. And those mechs have some massive teeth. Boop, boop, boo, do, 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 do. Gonna get copyright struck for doing my parody of the girl from Ipanema. You know that they're gonna get copyright struck. Speaking of copyright strikes, if you guys were watching the Twitch live stream of BlizzCon, which is something very hilarious happened. BlizzCon hired Metallica to play a live set, and as they were queuing up, they struck like the first couple chords of one of their songs, and as per usual, it's Metallica playing. But if you were watching on Twitch and not through the Blizzard website, as soon as Metallica started playing, Twitch nixed all the audio and replaced it with like elevator, royalty-free elevator music because of the DMCA that Metallica has been so instrumental of pushing in the digital platforms. So they kind of got bit. I don't think they mind much because they've probably made so much more money, but I find it hilarious that the very thing that they have been instrumental in spearheading has turned around to bite them. Anyway, my name is Pestolents. If you're new to the stream, welcome. It has been a couple weeks, actually 3 weeks, since I've streamed at all because my computer caught a virus and was just being bogged down in background processes. I tried to do a soft reset to save, my more precious files, and unfortunately that did not work. So I had to do a complete reformatting on my machine, which, once you factor in the fact that I have a job and a family to take care of, I did go down for actually a couple weeks while I figured it out. But I'm here, I'm back with the big stompy robot goodness. This is what I have been working on in the 3 weeks that I've been out, though. We have not one, but two SLDF mechs in our mech bay, and that is the Highlander 732B. Now, if you look at the Highlander 732B. Let's go in here and examine this, because I do want to make a regular video on the stock 732B versus my personal build. And this is Puppet Master. This is the first one I got that got all the whiz bang great latest and greatest technologies. And let's just do a little deconstruction on this mech. Let's show you what I've got going on here. This mech is a headhunter. You can do called shots on the cockpit and run a decent chance of popping the cockpit if you're at less than 150 meters, because you will be bringing all of your weapons to bear. Excuse me, less than 150 meters to get the ER small lasers into play, but still more than the minimum range on the Gauss rifle. So basically, as soon as the small lasers come into range, precision strike, cockpit, bam. I also have a rangefinder that gives me an extra 120 meters of view that pushes back that fog of war, and that is only for the Gauss rifle and UAC 2. The Ultra AC2 it doesn't really do a lot of damage, but you know it's coaxial to that big bada boom that comes with that Gauss rifle. And yeah, whenever you fire those two in tandem, things have a bad habit of going away. Let's see what else we got going on here. We got 2 tons of Gauss rifle ammunition, because you only get 8 rounds per metric ton of Gauss rifle ammunition. So by having 2 tons, you have you've given yourself 16 rounds of Gauss rifle fun and goodness. Now, the great thing about that is that most fights don't last 10 rounds, but we got 16. Now, why am I going with 16 as a magic number? Is because down here the AC2 you get 25 rounds per metric ton, and with the 25 rounds, you remember the UAC 2 fires 2 shots per round, so divide it in half. 25 divided by 2 come out to what? 12? Yeah, 12 and a half rounds. So you 12 rounds AC2 full operation. The 13th round you only get 1 shot. And then you come around here to the SRM6s, or SRM6 and SRM4 combo. You're firing those in tandem. That's 10 missiles per round of firing. You only get 100 rounds of ammunition per metric ton. I'm only carrying 1 metric ton. So that's 10 rounds of full alpha goodness. Lasers are obviously infinite. Okay. My stream just crash? No. Okay, cool. So anyway, the 3 medium lasers are plus 10 damage, and the 3 ER small lasers are also plus damage. You add all this up at 150 meters, you get, wait for it, 72 points of heat, or 72 points of heat sank every single turn. 75 points of heat are generated, so you only generate 3 points of heat at a full alpha strike. And you can do full alpha strikes for a minimum of 10 turns. You generate 9 points of heat if you jump. So even with the heat threshold at the standard 100, you could do 10 continuous turns of full alpha strikes, and you can jump every single turn, do an alpha strike every single turn, and still do this for 10 continuous rounds before you run out of ammunition in your SRMs. And like I said, that's 10 continuous rounds, and you're still not overheating. That's a big deal. That's putting down a lot of firepower. And if you don't fire just one of these weapons, like the ER small lasers generate 10 points of heat. If you don't fire one of them, you actually sink heat. So you can just keep on going. And this is how we do it. 1, we put all the explosive ammunition, with the exception of the Gauss rifle, on the left side of the mech. So the SRM-6 and the AC-2, if it blows up, you're only going to lose. If the AC-2 ammunition blows up, you're only going to lose 1 double heat sink. If it blows up and manages to take off the left torso, you're not going to lose any lost tech other than that 1 double heat sink. Now I'm playing with mech destruction, so if I lose the center torso, the entire mech is a wash, so let's not go there. So remember, if you're using this build, to always keep the left side of the torso faced towards the enemy. Now that I've said that, each one of those ER small lasers with the plus 10 damage is just over 500,000 C-bills each. Yeah, it gets kind of cashy. These double plus medium lasers, they're not so bad. They're like 250,000 C-bills each. But that's not where the real story is. The Gauss rifle ammunition, if you manage to pop it off, it's far more common than the Gauss rifle itself, so it's easier to replace. But the reason it's on the right side of the mech, where all the really expensive stuff is that it does not explode. So by putting it over here in these critical hit slots, you're actually giving a chance for something that's way more expensive to survive. It's like an ER small laser, or a 1 million C-bill, well, closer to 750,000 C-bills, because this is the negative 15% to all heat generated. And then right below that I have a minus 10% to all heat generated. So instead of raising my heat, how much heat I dissipate each turn, this lowers the maximum amount of heat I generate. Big deal. So also those are way more easy to replace than an ER small laser with the double plus on it. Below that in the leg we have another double heat sink. Woot. The gyro here, you see, gives me a +3 hit defense. I mean, why make it easy for him to hit me at all? So my mech is very agile. He twists, he turns, he dives. He can even jump in the air because he's a Highlander. Now, the piece de resistance, the creme de la creme of this mech that makes it earn its name as the puppet master, is this Gauss rifle plus. Now, why does it plus? It doesn't do any extra damage. It doesn't have any extra range. But it's lighter. -2 tons. I guess they're using space aluminum instead of some sort of steel alloy, or maybe they're using carbon fiber instead of steel for the barrel. I don't know. Don't care. It weighs 2 tons less than a standard Gauss rifle. Not only that, but wait, there's more. -1 hit slot. So in case there is a crit on the right arm, which by the way should never be faced towards the enemy if you can help it at all, there's a smaller chance that you're going to get the Gauss rifle popped. Now remember, 1 hit you get a crit, 2 hits it's destroyed. And it's got 4 critical hit slots out of the 7 used, so there's a better than 50% chance it's going to take those hits. But moving on, the UAC-2, the Ultra 8 autocannon 2-shot. It's also got a double plus, and let's find out why. Look at this. Plus 10 damage, -2 tons. So this thing weighs the same as a large laser. And almost. It does the same damage. Per shot, you get 2 shots. So yes, a large laser will do more damage than the UAC-2 per shot. But you get 2 of them, whereas a large laser you only get 1. So it's already outperforming by 20 points of total damage done if both shots hit. Now, if it wasn't for the fact that the Gauss rifle is negative on hit location and negative on tonnage, we wouldn't be able to do this wonderful thing right here. Look at this. Plus 10 to melee damage for no weight cost. You put it in. If you ever have to punch something, right there, bam, you get extra melee damage. The reason I put it in the right arm is because it's over there on the side with all the lost tech that we're protecting. Honestly, if I could find more of these plus 10, plus 15 melee damage arm mods, I would be putting them in every single one of my mechs. Just flat out, hands down. They also have plus 0 ton, or for 0 tonnage, they also have leg mods that subtract a very small amount off of death from above. If I wasn't running double heat sinks in this mech, I would be putting them in my legs as well. But putting double heat sinks in your legs and center torso is the safest place for them. So, that being said, that is why I have designed this mech the way I have. If you do not have a 120 meter range sight extender, please put in a +4 or a minimum of +3 comm system, because then you will build your resolve faster so you can just lay down those precision strikes. Yeah. Also, all of my pilots run multi-targeting, so I can shoot up to 3 mechs per turn, and this machine has the ability, if they're in a weakened state, to kill them. Look at this. This is not the maximum amount of damage that this mech can put out. It's close, but it's not. Look at that right there. 490 point alpha strike, 53 points of stability damage every single turn. This mech could pump out. Now, it's an assault mech. It's not the fastest thing in the world. I mean, maximum movement per combat turn is, 165 meters, but you won't be able to shoot. 120 meters if you jump. And And remember how I said this thing runs cool. You know, as far as battle mechs go, this thing runs cool. It's not completely neutral. It still builds a little bit of heat. But you can see, if you, especially if you watch the preceding battle to this one, why I named this thing the Puppet Master. I wanted to name it Master of Puppets, but it wouldn't fit in the name block. So, Puppet Master it is. It's just an outstanding machine. And remember, always keep that left side face towards the enemy. In fact, I think I have a better missile pack that I can put in that. Let's look at this real quick. Yes. Look at that. Bam. Also keep it at the top, so... There we go. So now that also ramps up the stability damage that it does. Not by much, but a little bit. And, you know, I'll take it. 55 points of stability damage every turn. If both SLDF Highlanders, which are running almost identical builds, strike the same mech, they will knock it down. That's just all there is to it. And I'm going to screenshot this. I'm going to put it up on my Steam account so you guys can use this too. Because the SLDF Highlander, when built this way, is an absolute monster. And it's like Jason Voorhees. It just keeps coming for you. Jason Voorhees could have done so much more damage if he had something more than just a machete and massive amounts of strength. You know, give him an M60 machine gun, put him on the front lines of the of a conflict, and point him towards the enemy, and he will kill until he runs out of ammunition. But nope, just a machete. This is Jason Voorhees with an M60. It's just gonna keep coming. And like I said, minimum ammunition loadout for the weapons starts running out of ammunition at 10 turns, and the SRMs. And if you're keeping the left side of the mech pointed towards the enemy, you're probably not going to have that side of the mech after 10 turns if they keep shooting at you. The right side goes much longer. 12 and a half turns with the UAC-2, and 16 turns with the Gauss rifle, and of course unlimited with the lasers. You're gonna put down some damage. Okay, everyone, I'm not going to do another mission tonight because I have a family commitment that I have to do, but I'm going to continue till the top of the hour. So it's less than 15 minutes, so here we go.
Shouldn't be too hard.
Now we were talking about SLDF mechs. The Annihilator technically is an SLDF mech, but it's a low-tech mech. No double heat sinks, no special weaponry. It's just really, really big and slow. The Bull Shark is also not an SLDF mech. It has SLDF tech, but it's not an SLDF mech. It is a early clan mech. Yes, that's right. This is the first of the clan technology that you see. Now, the Crab 27B. Let's go take a look at this mech. 50 tons, just like a regular Crab. but it's got something a little more in it. Like the big steel claw has that ballistic arm. This mech has not one, but two missile locations in it. Let's look at the stock loadout here real quick. Let's see here. Head, ER, small laser. Okay, 150 meter range. That's not bad. Center torso, ER, large laser. Man, that's hot. 45 points of damage though. It's got some, you know, reach out, and touch somebody in the right arm. Center torso, ER, medium laser, 20 points of heat. Left arm, another ER, large laser. Man, this thing is hot. Notice how they've got a huge amount of double heat sinks. 2 in the right torso, 2 in the left torso, and 1 in each leg, for a total of 6. Let's look at the heat efficiency here. It can sink 96 points, but it has a maximum generation of 80. It's a little overkill. This mech will never shut down. So look at 155 points of firepower with the stock loadout. Let's see what I've done here. Now I've closed the gap here for the heat efficiency. 60. Actually, I've gone the other way with it. 66 points of heat sink, but it generates 82 on an alpha strike. But I'm doing better on the firepower, and this is why. Medium lasers across the board. Now, I didn't bring out the latest, greatest, best medium lasers that I had to fill this thing out because it's still only a 50-ton mech, and you know, I'm not going to risk losing a $500,000 C-bill weapon in an arm mount on a 50-ton mech that has 80 points of armor and its arms on maximum armor. But that's something you should do on all SLDF machines, especially if you're playing on mech destruction, is turn that armor all the way up. Of course, you can shave a little bit to round it out like I have here. So you can see I take a little bit off the back and the legs. This is what I did here. For long range, I gave it an LRM-10 with +2 damage. Let's see if we can do better than that. I give it +2 stability. No, I cannot do better than that and keep the damage perk. So LRM-10, you know, it's what, 5 tons? Yeah, 5 tons. But each missile gets an additional 2 points of damage. You know, so instead of having 4 times 10 for 40 points, 6 times 10 for 60 points, it's not bad. 1 ton of ammunition gives you 120 rounds to reload your 10 shot. So it's simple math. 12 turns of continuous fire with the LRM-10. Not bad. And as long as you're firing the LRM-10 only, you're not going to build any heat because it's only 10 points of heat. 10 points of heat. Man. Now, if you notice, I built on an Alpha Strike. I built 82, sink 66. Let's see here. It's 24 points of heat. No. I can't math right now. 16 points of heat I build every single turn. If you notice, there's also no jump jets. So I don't have to worry about, whether or not I jump. So this spec, has no hops. But if I don't fire that LRM-10 whenever I get into direct line of fire medium laser range, it's only gonna build 6 points of heat per turn. So, you know, you have options there. Just, you know, play your heat scale smart. And, you know, if also I added double heat sinks to the legs, which is risky because, again, 50-ton mech, I could really, you know, help balance out that heat scale. Just to show you what that would look like down here. This is what the heat efficiency becomes. On Alpha Strike, you build 10 points. I mean, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. But I'm gonna build 16 on Alpha Strike. And also, I do suggest. Why is that a day of maintenance? Anyway, I am going to build into this, you know, +1 hit defense gyro and I don't know, maybe a resolve communication system because of his long-range missiles. And the fact that this mech would be a scout, I also wouldn't mind putting in a rangefinder, but again, I'm short on those particular parts, so this mech isn't actually running any of them. Here, I'll stick a injury preventer in the cockpit because this mech has a tendency to get its cockpit run for some reason. Maybe it's the fact that I put a injury-prone mech warrior in it. So we're just gonna go with that. All right, guys. Those are my SLDF mechs that I have currently. Again, Annihilator is an SLDF mech, but it didn't run any SLDF technology. It's just really huge, lots of armor. It's a walking siege tower, is what it is. And I'm running quad UAC 5s on it, and it just puts down so much firepower at such a long range. It just brings the pain. And of course it could take a beating too. Drawback is it's stupid slow. Oh, that's why I gave it jump jets. I gave up 4 tons of other things I could have done with it and this configuration to give it jump jets. It's only two jump jets. And they're assault class jump jets that weigh 2 tons apiece. But if you ever get yourself, and you know, you can hop over a rock or a small ridgeline or something. Again, the Bull Shark is not an SLDF mech. It is a early clan mech. Now they did have SLDF tech. That's why it gets all the whiz bang snazzy stuff. But as you can see, I haven't really. You know, this is the stock loadout right here. I have not changed anything. And yeah, this is the way this mech runs. I take that back. I think I've moved around some of the ammo locations just to help protect itself. But yeah, this mech is as it is. On Alpha Strike, it'll generate a whopping 132 points of heat. But I've popped many cockpits with this. I really need to get the resolve better. We'll do that now, since I'm actually in here looking at it. There we go, +3 resolve. That'll help you get those precision strikes more. Now the LB-10X cannons, they're shotguns. They don't shoot slugs, but each pellet explodes, so that's great. And the fact that they gave -1/2 ton, So this thing can put down the pain, and if the enemy has an open armor, all the armor is removed from the chest, but they're still fighting, those LB-10X make entire sections of the torso disappear. So that's that. Anyway, my time is up here, guys. Thank you very much for joining me for the continuation of Tatsuya, Mark of the Dragon. Till next time, good hunting.